So everybody here finished Ignite, correct? So did they talk about a 411 and a GPS?
No.
No?
Sean is gonna send it to us, but we never told it.
What happened?
We didn't know, so Sean is gonna send us that separately.
Okay. So they may send it to you separately. If not,
Oh, yeah.
it's right in.
I also need that.
There we go, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna tell you where to find it.
I was gonna print it for you, but now you got some work.
We're full service over here.
Yeah, I love it.
I still text you.
I got you, I'll send it to you.
So here's the thing, guys. In KW Connect, okay, which you've been there before because I've guided you through there. Okay? When you get in there, probably gonna get a server error because you're in there too long, so you gotta redo it. Oh, come on, work. Did this morning, it worked. All right, one more time. There we go. All right? In KW Connect, take it back to the beginning because then you're gonna be like, well, where is it? I can't find it. All right, on the first page, you see it says there, listing productivity tools. Listing productivity tools. Listing productivity tools. Okey doke.
Yes.
Click. On the left side here, it has the online 411 tool. When you click on the online 411 tool, digitally, it is going to let you walk through how to set up your 411 based on basically the Ignite class, which I'm sure they mentioned. And if they didn't, guess what? We have a bonus thing for you. That's what you're here, okay? All right, so this is where the sheet is.
Where did you go for that?
Went to kwconnect.com.
Okay.
And then went to, on the top, if it doesn't show, hit the KW on the left, that'll take you to the home of it. And now when you get to home, there's tabs up top here. And on the right side, it says listing and productivity. Listing and productivity. Then click on that, and then you'll see 411. Okay? All right, so I mentioned two things. The GPS, I mentioned the 411. Does anybody know what they are? What they stand for? Yes, please.
Too much pressure.
4 weeks, 1 month, 1 year. Okay? Most of you should be doing a GPS. What's a GPS? Global positioning sound. No, it's not. That's not what
That
it
sounds
is.
like driving direction.
That's not what it is. A GPS is goals, priorities, strategies. So goals, what do we mean? We have 1 goal, 3 strategies, 3 priorities, 5 strategies. So what could the 1 goal be?
Be the number 1 agent in the market center.
That's too good. Please. How about this? How many of you want to do 10 deals this year?
I love that.
Put your hands down. At least 1 a month, 12. A year, okay? How many of you want to do 20? Okay, there we go. So if the goal is 20 for this year, that is the goal. Now we want our priorities. What's our priorities? We're gonna break it down into how we're gonna achieve that. And then the strategies, which is 5, breaks it down into key strategies. Meaning what? I'm going to do open houses. I'm going to door knock. I'm going to lead generate. I'm going to call expires. There's 5 strategies. Okay? All right. I'm doing it quickly for a purpose. Number 1, I didn't expect to do it, but it was up on my screen, and I remembered why I did it today. If you were to go to YouTube actually see the class that was taught by the MREA. Her name is Jenny Wallach, and James Shaw was the moderator, and they taught you how to do the GPS in 411, step by step by step. Okay? If you want the,
Zapier's auto.
Sorry.
if you want the link, that's the link right there. What's it? U2 78 blah 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 blah. I don't know how I can get it to you fast enough. If you want, either text me or email me, and I'll send you the link. All right. Or how many of you are on a pivot shift? One person in the room.
We all are.
You are in pivot shift?
Oh, wait, we did something with pivot yesterday, right?
If you are on the Pivot Shift Facebook page, Pivot Shift Ahead, you will find it just by looking for 411 GPS. The GPS at 411 workshop. It is really, really, really good if you want to take your business to another level. Okay. We good?
Which one is really good to go? Or, attend the class app right there?
Right there?
Yeah.
If you can't find it,
Yeah.
email me, text me, I'll get you the exact link to it, okay? I promise you, you go hand in hand with this, with that, you'll fill it out. I tell you, when they start talking, because I know Sean, 411 is his baby. Constantly, they go over their 411. Because that's how everybody sets their tone for the year, okay? All right, so let's get to task at hand. Task at hand, before we start, I'm going to show you one site. I told you about Bitly, okay? Bitly, to shorten your link, because everybody asked, I want to shorten the link. The other site, the site that I use is Tiny. Make sure I get it right. It should be this one. No, it might be this one. Why do I think that's the wrong one? Because there's two of them. I'll try real quickly. If it gets me into the right one, that's the one. And then I'll make sure that you guys are linked. And I'll show you why it's really a good tool to use for your business. Okay. Work.
Tiny.
And that's why I think it's the wrong site. Give me 1 sec.
So what do you use this for? For QR code? No.
Shortening URLs and stuff like that, because it'll help you in the long run. This is not it, it's the other one. Give me 1 sec, I get us there.
We have to pay for that?
Nope. Remember, I'm all about the free.
Okay.
Promise you, I'm all about the free. We don't want to pay if we don't have to. All right, let's try it another way. It's not it either. All right, I will get it to you guys because I don't want to cut down the class today. All right, how many of you have an e-key? Electronic e-key?
I'm working on it right now.
Working on it right now, getting the key? Okay. How many have filled out the application and submitted it? Okay. How many need the application? Very good. So let's show you where it is. So most of us are here with the ORRA, that's called Aura. All right, we're gonna go to Aura. When you go to Aura, in the search box, this is the easiest way, type in Supra. See, I've been there before. Supra. When you type in Supra, hit enter. It'll bring up search results. You want Supra, key, and lock boxes. Supra, key, and lock boxes. Scroll down, okay? There's where you download the app, either on the App Store or the Play Store, but right above is the e-key application. When you click on that, it's going to download. The e-key application is 6 pages. Be short, it used to be 8. All right? Very simple, very self-explanatory. Fill it out, attach your credit card number, your debit card, because that's what they need. It's gonna cost you $50 for activation fee, and then it's, with taxes, $20 a month, okay? You send it by email to Aura. Within 48 hours, you become active. Okay? Do what it says. Real easy to do. Once you get that back and you get your e-key number, then you find Ronnie and we take this form. This form is the Cooperating Association Request Form. Who lives in Claremont? Anybody? Who works in Claremont? Everybody in this office, you will at one time. So you better be on the Lake County system. When you come out of this as a active e-key, you only can do Orange County, Seminole County, and East, and Osceola, and East Polk. So if you're working in Lakeland, you're not gonna be able to work there unless we sent this over to Lakeland. Now, please don't say, I'm never gonna go there. Never say never, just do it. You just send it, call them, and confirm that they got it.
Send the application, just like you did, just like I did with the, just send it.
You send the application to Aura, okay? When Aura comes back and gives you your basic key number, that's how you activate the app. Then we come here, we fill out this form with your key number, your PIN number, and all this information. Then we walk over to that machine and we fax it to all of these jurisdictions.
Okay.
There's one jurisdiction missing. Space Coast. Space Coast got cute. They didn't want to join the party, so they made themselves separate. And they want their own form filled out and signed by Aura. I have that in my office. I have mucho copies, okay? So that's how you can get that. Don't sell yourself short and say, I'm never gonna work there. Just do it, I'm telling you. It's so much easier. Just get it done. Because the most embarrassing thing is you forgot, and you go to open it up, and it don't work, and the buyers are behind you. Embarrassing. Okay? That's where you get the thing. This is called a what? A what? Okay, what else?
Get in the door box?
Well, I'm doing this for a reason. In the MLS, you're gonna say it listed 75 different ways. You're gonna pull your hair out when you see it says ELB, and you're like, what the hell is an ELB? Oh, electronic lockbox.
What's what that mean?
See, there you Class dismissed. See what I mean? That's why I kind of funnel this through. I know. Sometimes I shouldn't be as direct, but I've seen what happens. People, and no fault of your own, because nobody explained it to you. Nobody said nothing. So yeah, it's called an electronic lockbox. It's called Supra. It's called an iBox. It's called an ELB. Some of you might even hear them say CBS, because there is a CBS code that you can get to give to your inspector to go in one time. Okay, it's called CBS code. So yeah, when the inspector says to you, I need the CBS code, that's what they're talking about. So now if you didn't come to this class, you didn't know that. Now you could find out on your own, the hard way, right? Oh, it's okay, don't worry.
The CBS codes, that's giving them the code that they're
Yes,
getting.
yes, you can go into the system, if it's your box, you have access in here to go CVS code, and then you tell them what the CVS code is, okay? And it's one-time entry for them. Whew, sorry. What's that?
I'm glad you explained that, cause I was like.
Well, I thank you for coming, because you just proved my point, so it's worth talking about, I
That's the
guess.
last thing Ronnie needs.
Savannah knows, right? This woman just made my year. All right, it's called an electronic lockbox. It is $150. Okay?
No?
Unless you've got multiple listings. Combo box is still. Why do we go to this? Well, Supra, and it's an infinite way. That's number one. Number two, to protect. We used to have not an e-key, which is in an app, okay? We used to have a Supra key. It was 9 digits. Used to wear it on there. You look like Batman with a utility belt. And agents were dumb enough to do this. Oh, I can't be with you. Here's the code. Forget they gave it to other agents. They gave it to their buyers. And then the buyers get caught by the seller and says, where's your agent? Oh, well, he said just use this. Okay? That didn't go over too well. So they went to only apps, because are you gonna share your phone with somebody? Let them go in? No. So that's why they went to the app. Okay? The app also does this. Well, what the idea of the Super E-Key is, the minute that you go there, it says, it's you, Savannah Godbold, just open the door, or open the key, per se. It will remind you, either it's a half hour or an hour, the way it's set up, are you still there? In case you forgot, ran out, you know, it's gonna catch you down. So it tracks, it tells the listing agent that you opened it up, you were there, etc. When you close it and you send it back, it'll tell them, you were there, closed it, moved on your way. Raise your right hand. I will never, ever, 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 ever pass the key off to another realtor
Pass the key off to another realtor,
because I love my license.
because I love my license.
Because you're gonna have so-and-so that just walked up with their buyers, they're the next showing. Oh, that's all right, I'll lock up for you. You walk right up to the door, you lock the door, you put it in here and you go like this. Now it says you left. You let them open the door. Okay? Oh, I'm telling you, for a good reason, all right? I've heard the horror stories. All right, so, I'm gonna show you real quickly how to use it. It's on the door, right? No big deal, sitting on the door. Maybe I should do this. Hold on. Okay, so I go into my handy dandy real estate folder and I click on Supra E-Key. There she blows. Before you leave Wi-Fi, yes, that's what I'm gonna say, Wi-Fi, doesn't have to be just here. But make sure in your Wi-Fi environment, click update. Let it do its thing, updating, blah-de-blah, okay? Once it says key updated, you're good to go. When you go, now as you go there, we're gonna do what? We want to obtain the key. We're gonna click on obtain the key. It's gonna say enter your PIN number. Real simple. It's gonna start beeping, beeping in my ear, can't hear it. Android, it tells you what to do. Apple, it doesn't tell you, it'll just say activate, okay? So you guys with Apple, you won't see this picture. All right, so I go here, they're telling me to go, this makes the signal. Point it to that little box there that's flashing red. So you make the signal, it's going bop, 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 boom, success, right? I go success. Key will be in here. Okay? Want to see it again?
Yes.
Oh, you filmed it too. All right, so for you, you'll take out my earpiece so you can hear the sounds too.
Okay.
Because I want you to be all excited about it. Turn up the volume. Okay, so we go for our E key. We bring it up. We already did what? We updated the app just by clicking. It says updating, updating, updating. Key updated. I want to now enter. I click on. I click on and I put in my code. Why can't I do it?
You didn't turn Bluetooth on.
Exactly. It works on Bluetooth, so make sure your Bluetooth is on. Okay? Yeah, that would be helpful. All right, so let's turn on the Bluetooth. Okay, now, stop that, do not connect. Okay. You hear it, okay? And it tells me, come here. Oh, incorrect PIN code. This is good though, because you're gonna get to see what happens. I must have went fat finger. Fat finger, it was fat finger. That's my story, sticking to it. I did push up. There we go.
I was gonna say, who didn't pay those fees?
Okay? So now that it says success, I open it. Okay? When you put it back in, go like this so it doesn't fall. So you make sure you put it in the right way. It's not gonna tell you that it's locked in. It's not gonna give you any signal. So just for your own safety, just make sure you do that. Okay? Questions? Did you get it all? Do I have to do it again?
Nope, I
Third
got
take?
it. I
Okay.
got it.
My director says we're good. All right, we're good. Everybody all right with that?
Yes, sir.
Too easy, isn't it? Yeah, once you know how to do it. So, here's the thing, guys. Ignite is what? The daily 10-4. Well, one of those days is to preview 10 homes a week. We would teach you what? Do the vacant homes. Why? Because you probably don't have your E-key yet. Now that you got your E-key, go preview homes that have E-keys, not owner-occupied. You don't want the logistic problem. But if you see one that's vacant, go preview them.
Do you need to call the listing agent still?
Depends on the show and on the instruction. If it says call listing agent, you could do it like that. I'm previewing. You're allowed to preview homes. There's a drop down you're gonna see today where everybody says to me, I can't preview homes. Yeah? There's a drop down in ShowingTime that says agent preview. What if you had a buyer in New York that said, go get more pictures for me because the pictures stink online.
Right.
During the pandemic, we were showing homes and they were 1,200 miles away. Loved it, actually. You're actually gonna see that's in ShowingTime now that says virtual showing. Okay? All right, so let's get to that. Since we covered all the other bases, let's go right to, I'm gonna assume you all know how to sign into the multiple listing service, correct?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Okay, there's two ways to go to ShowingTime that we want to do. The first way is on the main screen here. You see it says ShowingTime that I have. If you don't have it, it's under products and services. If you hit products and services, there it is. If you're already in the main screen, go to where the external links are and just go down to where it says Showing Time Home. Showing Time Home is what we want. Oh, I'm sorry. You gotta yell. Gotta make it bigger for you. That bigger, so you can see it? And we're looking for Showing Time Home. Okay? Once we got Showing Time Home, we're gonna click on that.
And you got from the external links.
If you go to the home page, so that would be Matrix. Matrix you wanna be in.
Oh, okay.
So down on the right for you, right there should be external
External
links.
links.
There you go.
Right.
And just go down to where it says Showing Time Home. I want everybody on this screen, please. Let me know when everybody's there.
Here.
Good, good. Good, okay. So those of you that are secret agents, because I see you're already secret agents. Oh my God. Put a, do you have a picture to put in?
You can go over here.
Oh, you don't have it to put in? No worries.
Somewhere in here, right?
If you don't get it in, find me and I'll show you how.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, you're in there? Oh my God.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, it's another one of them. Oh, wait a minute. You need to go to Ronnie's class where he shows you how to use. Actually, watch the TikTok
I
video.
don't have those boxes.
Easy. Go to the TikTok video and you'll see where Savannah says paint is one of the most underused things that I use. Because we would flip that picture in paint, or FREE. Because I was taught you always look away from what you're looking at. See this? You're looking away from it.
Well, our free photographer told me to look that way.
Yes, in some cases you'll use that. I'll flip that for the low, low price of FREE. And oh, you have a Windows computer, you can do it yourself too. Remind me after class and I'll show you. All right?
And the free.
You don't need Canva, it's already built into Windows. Why do you have to sign in? It's already in Windows. Right click on the image, open with Paint, and then go flip. Easy. All right, so left side here, you're gonna click on Edit Profile. Edit Profile. On the right side, that is broker specific, meaning you can't touch it. It's not editable. The left side is editable. Start branding it to you, the way you want it. So for me, I was taught never say never. So I have my mobile phone and my office direct line as the same phone number. On the right side, which is not editable, you see it says office phone, and that's downstairs at the front desk. I'm getting this getting smaller. Don't get hung up with the text message length. Has to do with your cabinet anyway. Put it for long, just to make sure it comes to your SMS notification. Okay, we're gonna move down now throughout the whole entire form. So I'm gonna move down to the login information. Do not touch it. As long as you got in, you're fine. Don't touch it. Don't do anything. You'll actually cause it to fail. All right, so the first thing we're gonna do is put on our listing hat. You are now acting as a listing agent. So as a listing agent, do you want to allow agents to request appointments online? Yes, very good, yeah. These are no trick questions. Allow agents to request virtual appointments. Guess when that came out? COVID. We never had that. So you can do in-person and virtual. You could do virtual only or in-person only. Why would you change this?
If you had somebody that was.
Well, no, think of yourself now, you're doing this for the seller, and the seller said to
Well,
you,
if they don't want people coming in their house.
there you go, absolutely. I'll allow you to do the virtuals, but I don't want people in my house and COVID, you know, and I still think COVID's there. I don't want them with their chips from the government walking in and they're tracking. Okay? So, whatever, their reservations, okay? What's the next thing? The default setting for new listings. If you don't have any listings, don't worry about it. But there are view instructions only, there's appointment required, and there's a go and show. So depending on the listing that you have, if it's vacant, what do you think the one that we're gonna choose? Go and show, absolutely. No restrictions. Do you even need to be notified? Only as a courtesy, you might say, call listing agent. You know what I mean? And if you don't answer, they text you, just reply back, oh, it's go and show, thank you. You know what I mean? View instructions only is to stop them from having any other kind of access. Appointment required when it's owner occupied, definitely, or there's some logistics, but you have to be there. Listing agent must accompany, which is a checkbox that you can actually put on the MLS to show. Okay?
How does this work if we have multiple listings?
Each individual listing will have its own showing time thing. Great question, thank you. Yep, absolutely. So the default for me, I'm just doing view instructions only because I don't have anything listed right now. So just to protect myself so I don't have to make any other changes, all right? Allow scheduling overlaps. Do you want to have 6 agents with their buyers lined up? Not really, because you don't want them to do that. Okay, so that's why. So you could put yes, but then put a time in between there, okay? No need to inform agents, or no, exclusive appointment request only. So that would be a good one. And then, of course, since I haven't changed anything, now that I did, it's gonna remind me to save changes, which is what you guys are gonna do at the end of this, because you are adding stuff in there. Maximum number of scheduling overlaps, I have no limit. Okay, no overlap limit. Buffer time, I have 30 minutes. Okay? Share the showing agent details with your customers. Do you want to share the buyer's agent details with your seller? There you go, you answer your own question and select the default, which is no, do not show. Okay, protect yourself. All right, next thing, depending on who you have as your carrier, you may or may not have push notifications, and you may or may not have everything light up. Okay. So I'm with Verizon, so we do have everything, okay? So at least do what you can. If you get bombarded and you just don't want it, then go back in here and just uncheck. But I was brought up, I want something to protect myself. So in case I need an email, so I can back it up, whatever I have to do, okay? So definitely when appointments are requested, you wanna know that instantaneously. And when they're canceled, why? Well, what if it's canceled and it's owner occupied? You wanna be able to call that seller right away. Hey, they had a personal problem, unfortunately they had to cancel. Any questions? Saying you want confirm, decline, and cancel calls, that's what you did before. All right. Access information, enable secure access. No.
Feedback request, what's that all about?
Getting feedback on the house?
Getting feedback on the house, okay? The default is the system is automatically gonna send 3 times to remind the buyer's agent to give feedback. Number of days between that is 1. Now, we'll talk about it when we get into the buy side. All right, listing agent offer preferences. Notifications on my listing when I receive a new offer. They can actually go through the system and send you an offer. It's not commonly used, but it can happen. So make sure that you're ready to receive email, text message, push, whatever.
Why would it be for my text message, it's not highlighted and I can't
For the listing,
put
right?
it?
Listing agent. Same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it say?
They won't let us click.
There's a
text.
box, but you can't check it for texting.
Your carrier doesn't allow it.
Oh. You better email that.
Okay? I'm trying to shoot down, you're all good, if the call goes through. All right, all right. Buyer's agent, switch the hat now, now you're a buyer's agent. Make sure that your default contact details are in there, your phone, your burner phone if you have one, your email, and your text message. April yesterday had a burner phone. Oh. All right, so now we're gonna go to notifications for appointments you, the buyer agent, requested. So when appointments I request is only email. Okay, if you don't want it, don't worry about it, because you know you're requesting it. When the ones that you have viewed, if you wanna be notified that you viewed it. When it is confirmed or canceled, so there's multiple options, choose them all. Because that means you gotta have another party involved, meaning confirmed by the listing agent, canceled by the listing agent, so you wanna know. Because you're setting this up with the logistics of your buyer and stuff, you wanna make sure that everybody is on the same page, they're ready to go, okay? All right, next thing. When there is a price change listing notification on a property I've shown, you definitely wanna know that. You'd like to be the first to know. So this way you can tell your buyer, hey, guess what, they just dropped the price. What do you think? Okay? Feedback request. Receive feedback requests from other agents as a courtesy, say yes, and get the email. Now, you got your buyer's agent hat on. You are showing multiple homes. Do you respond to every feedback request? What'd you say, Sven? Very good, okay? Unless, of course, you've already preset it up where you have copy and paste or quick thing. No, you don't have time to reply. You would like to, and you don't have time to reply. Why do listing agents ask for feedback requests?
To see if they have it listed currently, if you think the price is right, repairs.
What else? Think that you're the listing agent. Why do you want to get feedback?
To see if their house is showing well.
Okay, anything else?
See how many people are coming through the door?
Okay, anything else?
Price appropriate?
I beg your pardon?
Price appropriate?
Yep, anything else?
To see if you're actually taking anyone to the house, or if you're just
Okay,
previewing?
anything else?
You're basically looking for some errors that you might have it.
Anything else?
If it's clean, if it's staying, if it's open, not up.
Of course, when I was with you at your listing appointment, I heard you say to the seller, Mr. and Mrs. Seller, we will contact you every week at Thursday at 12 noon, even if nothing happened for the week. We'll say how many people scheduled, how many went to the door, how much feedback. That's why you're listing it, you ask for feedback. Because you told the seller that you can provide, which you should be doing.
You need to report them.
Which you should be doing. Most sellers, when you call them the day after their listing expired, the first thing they're gonna tell you is, my agent didn't do nothing for me the past 6 months. What? They never called me, they never told me. We don't teach that here. It's not how you operate. You tell them, the reason you chose to hire me is, I'm going to notify you every Thursday at 12 noon, unless you have a different time, you know, you tell them. And then for God's sakes, don't differentiate, call them. Hey, nothing to report this week. We've had 7 requests, but we have not had any showings, okay? So, because what does that do for you? What if it is overpriced? Mr. and Mrs. Seller, the market is telling us we need to do a price reduction. Price is right. Because the last 7 buyers came through and told us.
Sally and Carlo, I have a telephone call for you.
Okay, so that's why you want to tell for the feedback, all right? Very good, I knew you knew the right answer. All right, feedback request. Multi-unit, per unit notifications when units are confirmed or canceled. Say no. What's a multi-unit? What could it be? It could be a duplex, a triplex, a fourplex. Can it be a fiveplex? No, because we cannot do fiveplexes, that's commercial.
Yes.
Exactly. Unless you break them up in one each.
Would they
Very
be separate,
good.
would they be separate listings in that case? Like, could you do it, but you would have to.
If you
separate
did it 5 separate, you could do it.
Even if they were
as residential.
multi-family unit?
I'm sorry?
Even if they were in the same multi-family unit?
It depends, if the PUD is the same, what am I talking about?
The.
Partial ID number.
Oh, okay,
If it's one parcel ID number, you probably can't do it.
okay.
Okay? She's licensed.
Don't let anybody in now, Jim.
I know, apparently.
I heard she's applying for the Pinnacle team.
I mean,
We just take the leftovers.
Oh, all right, that's all right. You'll eat your words, Jim, that's okay.
I'm just kidding.
This is live.
You know I love you.
All right, so multi-unit, no. Appointment scheduling, the default appointment type for new appointments. Showing. Now, this is where I get all my naysayers and doubters. What does the third one down say?
Agent,
Oh, you mean agents can preview homes? I didn't know that. Everybody don't know. You have to have a buyer. And that's been there before COVID. It's not because of COVID. That's been there from the beginning of time.
Do I have to wait for, okay, so it doesn't, okay, let me just read it.
Go ahead, you can ask your question.
Because, the person that I'm trying to show, they told me it was an ELB or whatever, and then, I've been trying to confirm a showing time. Cause
Okay.
I'm doing a video showing, but they haven't confirmed anything with
Okay,
it.
the listing agent hasn't confirmed?
Yeah, he hasn't said, oh, well,
Have you
can't
called or
come.
texted?
I did call, I emailed too,
And?
they didn't, when I asked them through the, showing app, they just responded, it's an ELB, and they told me like it's.
Electronic lockbox.
Yes, and they said it's, vacant on one.
Oh, vacant, then you can go and show. He told you it was vacant.
Yeah, he said.
That's
it's
go and
vacant.
show. He told you it's an ELB, so you know you gotta have an ELB. He told you it's vacant. It's not like you're gonna go and somebody's there. Now, I'm glad you put that up. I don't care if it says vacant. When you go, ring the doorbell.
Right.
There are good horror stories and there are horror stories. Walked in, they were on the counter. They were, well, I saw it this morning. 69 is no longer 69, it's 96 because of inflation. Okay? I'm telling you, in this business, well, I'm gonna show you what you find. You think I'm kidding you? Okay? So, always, another safety tip. We promote good customer service. Open the door, let the
buyer's in first, in case you gotta run. Okay? Protect at all times, safety first, always make sure, okay?
So should we change that to agent preview on our screen, or?
You can do whatever you want, that's up to you.
Is it according to each, house you?
It's just to let them know,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Because then when it comes up, it's gonna say agent preview. So they may call you and say, well, what are you previewing? Well, my buyers are in Michigan, they asked me to do a video, blah, blah, okay? Yeah, but my point being is everybody always told me you can't preview a home, that's not true. You can, you're a licensed realtor. Now, the only time I gotta remember, $1 million homes, a lot of times, agent must accompany. So, do not do an agent preview unless you have a serious buyer, because they're gonna ask you. Some of them may even ask you for proof of funds or pre-approval letter,
It's a different story.
okay? Because of the logistics, okay? The more money they have, the bigger the baby, okay? So, that's you gotta know, alright? But yeah, good question. So, I think I just left it on showing, that's what I did, that's fine. Default appointment length for new appointments, 30 minutes, that's okay. We discussed this in buyer consultation. We don't show more than 5, maximum 6, because we don't know if it's a 5-minute showing or that buyer takes an hour with each home. Okay, protect your life, protect your time. All right, can access Sentry Lock. Here, no, I've not seen Sentry Locks. I've seen Sentry Locks in California and stuff like that, so we don't have Sentry. I can access Supra iBox. Young lady called it an iBox, that she's absolutely correct. Supra, same thing. That's what this is, Supra iBox, okay? Yeah, says it right on the bottom, iBox. All right, what's the last one? I have access to a HUD key. Do we have access to a HUD key? Raise your right hand and say, yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
Where's the HUD key?
Super.
Do you have? So when you meet with me, I always give you a lovely parting gift. And it looks red now, this is the old one, but it'll still work. Has all the information and stuff. It's also in the handout that you did today, the orientation. The HUD key is NAID, hashtag WDHLL V5548, basically Woodhall Ventures. Why do you need that? Anybody know? When you go on HUDstore.gov, where all the HUD homes are located, who gets the discounts on there? Well, last I remember, it's teachers, firemen, and police, etc. But you need a HUD key to make a bid for them. So you register as a buyer's agent, and they're gonna ask you, what's your HUD key? And you're gonna put in that, you're gonna put in Woodhall Ventures. You list this whole thing?
It's not
Yeah,
this,
it's not
right?
in my purse, but I don't.
It's not that.
Okay, right here,
That's it?
there you go, there you go, it's now red, there you go. We went to Keller when it's red and black, and then NAD's on there, one, probably on this side over here. All right? If you don't have it, myself or Savannah will be happy to furnish it for you. All right, so don't freak out. We got you back, we got you covered. All right?
I have so many pieces of paper and stuff, I don't even know.
See how this is pretty.
All right, so you do have a HUD key, good. Buyer's agent, other preferences, notifications on offers I've submitted. I don't encourage you to use this system to go with offers. There's a new one that came out with MLS called Sky Slope Offers, something like that. I haven't really played around with it. My gut says stay away from it. Just do it the traditional way. What's the traditional way? Either send it through DocuSign or send a PDF. That's always the way I was taught. Protect that way when you're setting an offer. Okay? Cool? Everybody said yes? Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Additional preferences. These are messages from the system, from the MLS system.
It's telling you, do you want to find a message in an email, a text message, push, broadcast notification? Just take one. Like we saw yesterday, MLS Touch is down. That would be a notification that would let you know. Or this MLS, the full MLS, is down for maintenance. They'll text you, okay, so you know, okay? I gotta find other means to get my MLS information, whatever it may be, okay? Are we good with that? All right, so here's when the magic happens. Oh, I didn't share my story that I meant to share. So I've been teaching this for almost 3 years, or better. And the lovely and talented Dawn Grigsby walked in, and I said to Dawn, I said, when we get to ShowingTime class, I'll show. She said, no, I'm just gonna go through the app and I'll do it at home. 5 days, she tried to get through the app. 5 days, she was on support with ShowingTime. They couldn't get it today. Finally, I had to say, Dawn, put down the phone. Get on the desktop. And what we're gonna do is the same we're gonna do with you guys. We're first gonna click save, and then we're gonna send the authentication link to your phone. When you open it up on your phone, the ShowingTime app, it goes like this. And everything you just did gets automatically activated.
Ryan, quick question, back real quick to lockbox access, click yes for all three, Century Lock, Super.
Sentry, no. Super, yes. HUD, yes. Okay? You'll notice I have numerous devices. How many of you use an iPad when you're showing homes? Yeah, you can. How many use a tablet when you're showing homes? Yeah, you can. So you can put the E key on there. I have it on mine. So you can do it. All right? Please don't forget to click Save Changes. Save Changes. All right, so we save the changes. Once you save the changes, then we're going to send the authentication link to your cell phone. Who's getting into ShowingTime on their phone? If you don't have it downloaded, first download, of course. Okay? Yeah, open that link. I think when you click on that link, if you don't have ShowingTime, it'll tell you to do it.
So I have the app, so now I'm making the account.
Okay, very good.
If you download the business, ShowingTime business or Showing's report.
Do you want to do
No,
it?
it's-
Pause and wait for you.
I have showing time.
I can't, the video, no, I know, I will. It's It's not you, it's then I have to edit the video together and download it.
I think you need to get a movie from it.
Yeah. I need a whole.
Mine just looks like showing time at the top one.
It's in the budget, see?
Would you like?
Was it DSR, DLR?
DSLR.
Koreans got their own studio. Did you ever see that one, like, on that?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, they spent $7,000 on that.
Oh my God.
And half of that was just in paint.
Wow.
The green screen paint is not cheap.
All right, so who's connected?
I'm in.
You in? Good. Okay, we'll let the
Yeah.
others take their time to connect. While you guys are doing that, I'm gonna see if I can get into my time.
Yeah, showing time. But when you get the app, once it sends it to your email, I went in there and it redirects. Oh, this is cool. It shows you like rentals too, I think.
Where is that?
Both pending.
It's cool? Yes, it is cool.
Yeah, because I don't have any listings, but I just hit near me, so now it shows me everything that's near me and the prices.
Everybody get in? Who still is not in yet? All able to get in? Because we're gonna work in the app right now, so I wanna make sure you guys are all in.
Yep, ShowingTime.com. I'll have that going on. I think you can get that once you get your name approved.
Okay, we're good?
Yep.
All right, let's go to the app. And let's see what it looks like. Because here's where you're gonna actually see how powerful this app really is. Unlock. Okay, so I'm going to get out of my E-key. I'm going to go to my ShowingTime app. Now that we're in ShowingTime, the way you know that everything is perfect is to go on the left side, go all the way to the bottom, and click on your name. Then it will show you everything that we just did, and it should be all there for you to adjust that you can do, okay? Also, while you're there, you see it has your picture. That means everything went in and everything connected the right way. Now, when you come back out to there, then it says schedule a showing. You can schedule a showing right from this app, okay? You can use a showing card, setting up showings on your listings if you have listings. I have requested it will show you. So let me show you what that looks like. We'll go back out to the beginning. Okay? Once we go to showing cart, it shows upcoming tours, past tours. They're only going a week or something like that. Okay? If you have nothing, you hit the I have requested. It's either upcoming or past. It goes back a week, maybe 2 weeks. That's about it. Now, if you want to schedule a showing, here's where it really gets nice. All right? It says my listings. I don't have any right now. Near me. Uh-oh, near me. Oh, look at that. We get listings that come up. And you get to see what's involved. Now, the first three there say what? Appointment required, appointment required, appointment required, view instructions only, appointment required, appointment required. Okay, appointment required. Let me see if they did the filter. No, they did not put the filter. All right, so that's okay. Get out of here. Okay, appointment required, appointment required, appointment required. View instructions only. There we are. See, it says go and show. 7588 Toscana Boulevard. Okay? So I'm gonna show you exactly what happens. I'm gonna hit 7588 Toscana Unit 434, go and show. I click on it, it comes up, it starts to tell me, there's a COVID warning, since we had COVID, okay? I'm looking for today, am I looking for 2:05 PM? It's a little too early to do that, so I'm gonna change it, to 4 o'clock, okay?
How did you do, I'm when I click on
Yeah,
it, it doesn't,
it doesn't show
it says
anything.
no buyers found. Well, I don't know, it's what I'm saying when I like click on
It's
it.
all right, let me go through it first, and then we'll go look at problems or hiccups that we're having. Right? So, I'm in there, 30 minutes, view listing availability. Oh, wait a minute, let me see what that means. View listing availability, gives me time slots. An actual calendar comes up and says, okay, currently scheduling, says select the time, I did it, 4 o'clock for 30 minutes. I go select time, all right? What is the appointment type? Well, that's when you decide what it's gonna be. So I'm gonna do agent preview. Is there a note to the listing agent? It didn't say contact listing agent, it said go and show. All right? As I go down, it says my buyer, add buyer. Am I gonna add my buyer?
No.
Very good. Never. Do not add your personal information with them. Shows my stuff, and then it says request appointment. I'm gonna click request appointment. It's loading. Oh, because it's go and show, it's instantaneously confirmed. Instantaneously confirmed. And what happened? I just got a text message. The text message says, preview confirmed, 7558 Toscana, blah, blah, blah. And then what does it say? Realtor, gate code only, do not share, hashtag 8230, once you go through the gate first. First building on the left, Supra iBox lockbox, so it's it's an electronic lockbox. Let's do that. Let's do that. Come on, play nicely. Fob entry pad on left of main door. Unlock using fob and the elevator only. Okay? So I've just scheduled the showing. Questions now, before I move on. So what happened to you, Stan?
So I found the same one that you did for the go and
Okay.
show, but when I clicked on
Near
it.
me, go and show.
Say skip that stuff or something.
No buyers found. Okay, sounds like a good idea.
Oh, I didn't even read that.
Listen to the business owner. Stop listening to realtors. Listen to the business owner over there. Nice phone call. It's okay. It's okay. Unless you do it a couple of times. Mine didn't say that. I agree with you. Okay. So I don't know. Maybe it's with Apple, you know, with iPhones that you see that. I don't know. But anyway, we get through it. Right? Okay. So you have the same thing.
Yeah.
New listing availability does the same thing. Brings up the calendar. You choose it, etc.
Thank you. Awesome.
Okay? Nice going. All right, so now, guess what? Because I don't want to inconvenience them to go and show, I'm going to go back to ShowingTime, and I'm now going to what?
Yeah.
Cancel. Okay? I hit cancel. It's not rocket science, just follow the model, follow the app, okay? Reason for canceling, okay? Pick the handy dandies that they give you. Buyer made offer on another property. Whatever. Make sure you do to confirm, to cancel. I cancel, I get a big cancelled, okay? I also get what? Because I have text. I have a text that comes to me and tells me, canceled. All right, was that hard to do? I'm just asking. No, it's not. It's not at all, okay? And that's using the app. Why is that good? If you're out in the street and you don't have your full MLS with you, this is your next best thing, right? You just still can do it.
I like how it tells you how to just far everything is from. I like that.
Absolutely. Okay? So you have a couple of things there you can do, like that. Then it'll start tracking what I've requested, so it shows what I requested, so it keeps a running total of everything. Is that good? All right, questions? Clear as mud?
So on here, just looking at the listing, where it says live video, and you hit it, so you could like make a live video for your
Yeah.
customer, and it would come through the app, you would do it, or?
I don't know if it's gonna come through the app. It's probably gonna use your camera and then save to your phone, however you have it saved, to save on your phone. All right, we're good with that? All right, so let's see what more powerful things we have. We're gonna get out of the app. We're gonna go back to the desktop. ShowingTime. All right, on the left side of ShowingTime, you're gonna see what? It says home, messages, showings, listing setup, contacts, feedback. Uh-oh, we have feedback? There's a place for that? Okay. Let's see what we can do with that. I don't know if it's gonna work the way I want it, but we're gonna try it anyway. So showings means whatever showings you had on your listings, I have requested. Let's see if it updated that fast. Look at how fast it updated. Instantaneously. This is incredible. Wow. And to think, just a couple of years ago, I was using a pager. Anyone old enough to know what a pager is? I also used to have a rotary phone. It's another story. Anyway, that's fast, so that's good, right? So keep us running our business. All right, next thing, listing setup. You would come in here, and if you had a listing that you made live, you would go in here, that's what you asked the question, and individually go and show, appointment only, okay? And you'd set it up, put in the lockbox key if there was a lockbox, ELB, whatever special things you do. You go listing by listing, okay? Next thing, let's go down to the feedback. There's my feedback, and there's listings I have shown on my listing. So now, it's only going back, what, a week? Let me see. Sometimes I can get this to work. Let me see, when did I sell that? March? No, that was the show, and that wasn't mine. Probably, let me try here. And see if we can get that to 12/1. I don't know if this is gonna work, but we're gonna try. Yeah, let's try. Think. I'll just use the reports, because the reports I can still show you. So we have reports. There's 3 reports. There's a pricing benchmark report. There's an agent activity report. There is a listing activity report. So I told my seller that I'm going to send them a listing activity report. So it would be for, let me see something. Hold on. Ooh, the phone. I think I got it. Hold on. You know why this is important. There we go. Sold. Okay. So go there. Well, that's not my listing, unfortunately. Let me see if it's gonna give me anything that I want. No, it's not gonna do it because it's not my listing. Give me 1 second, guys, I'll get you one that we can use. All right, so. Let's use the last one that I had, and that would be. There we go. I had to go back to November. I missed it by 1 month. All right, so let's see if it'll do it by MLS number. Because that would be easier. And understand, if you have active listings, this would be up there automatically. So you would see that. Yeah, it's not gonna let me do it. Alright, let's try this way. Nope, still not gonna do it. Alright, one last shot, and if not, then we can change up. Maximum date is 30 days, okay, so that's why it's not gonna be good. Alright, so November 2, let's try this first. Should work. Okay, come on, play nice. Okay, so I know what I want. Let's get back to the reports, because you'll understand anyway from looking at the reports what it looks like. So the listing activity report, if I run the report, what's gonna happen is, it's not gonna give me the full report. Let me see if I can get a sample. Okay. So this is showings I have requested. It's going to give a list of all the showings I have requested in the time frame listed. On the feedback report, which is the other one, it's going to list everybody that showed that particular listing and if they left feedback, what they said. The best part about these forms is that you can actually send it to the seller through here. And when you go to send it, there's a drop down that says homeowner. The homeowner report does a nice feature, does not show the buyer's agent information, only shows the feedback that's going to them. And that's what you want, because you don't want to send the buyer's agent's information
So
to
for
the
the,
seller.
so for the feedback options, can you, I know when you did it, had the drop down of things to say, can you write your own, or is it just from
Oh
the
yeah, you can write
examples?
your own.
Okay.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yes. You can put your own if you want, okay? Yeah, because they have designs and stuff that you could put in there and tell them what you want, how you want it, okay? Or do it on your own. Keep it short and sweet, all right? Truthful, to the point, whatever, all right? Questions on this? Okay, so next what we're gonna do is, I'm actually gonna jump to a different thing. What I'd like to do is, how many of you are Florida realtors? Very good. Okay. So what we're going to do is, we're going to show you what I call the hidden MLS, the hidden multiple listing service. Okay. So as a Florida realtor, you have access to a program called MLS Advantage. MLS Advantage. And it's here in Florida Realtors. Don't go there now because I'll tell you how to get to there once we're done with it. What it does for you, it's where realtors in Florida share listings. Share listings. That's why I call it the hidden MLS. You're going to see in a moment why that is true. All right, so let me just log in to mine. Be real easy. That's what it looks like. And what does it say? We're realtors in Florida, share listings. Okay? Okay, so how many of you are working with buyers right now? How many of you have worked with a buyer before? How many of you have had a buyer say to you, 123 Main Street? And because you told them, I can find all the information I need to. Or you may have told them, or maybe not, all I need is an address or an MLS number, multiple listing service number, and I can look up that property and get all the information for you, okay? So, and it's not necessary to know this, but I'll just say it anyway because it helps to understand why we're doing this. In our stellar MLS, every MLS number starts with a letter. Letter. What does that letter denote? Anybody know? It's the association. So most of us here have a O, which stands for R. S, which is Osceola. T is Tampa, obviously, et cetera, et cetera. I have a list if you really want to know what they are. My point being this. When your buyer says, here's the MLS number, 0215, laugh to yourself. What they really mean, it's 0215. Because everybody reads it as 0, and it's not. But what happens, based on what I just told you, if someone gives you a listing number that's like this. Listing number is RX-103-51191. Is that a real MLS number? Doesn't seem like that, what I just basically told you. And some of us might say, oh, that's a prescription. Okay? Well, since I'm in MLS Advantage, let me click and see if it is truthful. What? Shut the door. It is an MLS number? Where is it located?
What year was that?
That was 2018. That's okay. Where's it located? Okay. It's with what? The Beaches MLS. The Beaches MLS. It's not with Stella. Okay. Let's try another one. Where is this located? What? Why isn't it in Stella? Because it doesn't have to be. Where is Beach's MLS located? Don't worry, I'll tell you, it's Fort Lauderdale. Here's my theory. Take it for what it's worth. You're all trusting realtors down there in Fort Lauderdale, and you called them up and said, hey, can you sell my
vacation home next to Disney World and Winter Garden, and of course they said no. Of course I could sell it. Because you can sell anywhere in the state. Is that the right thing to do? Not really, because you're not providing the right service. Because the reality is this, while they have to give access to us local, so that means if they have an EOB on there, it's gotta work on our system, they can't service that property well. Why I call it the hidden MLS is, what if you searched high and low, high and low, high and low, and it didn't come up on Stellar, because it never will. But then you listened and went to here, because you ran out of options, and found this was active. You actually, it's like finding a what? Pocket listing that nobody knows about. Because there's not many people that know about MLS Advantage, okay? Let me show you how it's even a better tool. If I go back to the search, okay? Oh, let's just go this way. Let's go Windermere, okay? Put the zip code. All right. The way you want to find additional ones that are not in Stella, you have to exclude Stellar MLS. So we go down to the bottom, and what does it say? Exclude listings from what? Because you can look it up in Stella. Right? I want the ones that are not in Stella. I click. No listings found. Okay. So they're not stealing any of our listings. But wait. Let's widen the search. What do I mean by that? Let's go and
So you don't have to put your listings on Stella, even if we're here, like in this location, you don't have.
Well, if you are with Aura and with our MLS,
Yeah.
you go through our MLS.
Okay,
Okay? Would you list something down in Miami?
no.
No. You would refer it out. Find a great agent down there that would do it, that's gonna pay you 25% referral. Because here's how the phone call goes. It's 2:30, I'm in front of 123 Miami, come down and open the door for me. They don't know you're here. But think about it, I had to go 3.5 hours to open the door, and then 3.5 hours to come back. No, it's not servicing the problem. The thing of this is, and I've used this as a lead generation tool. Because watch, we're gonna go first with this, and we're gonna look for the actives. We're gonna make sure that we exclude Stella, because I can find those listings in Stella. Oh my.
20.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. $32819, where's that located? What's the zip code here in this office? 32819. So you've been looking high and low in 32819 through Stella and everything else, and you can't find it.
It's good to see you.
You too.
Sorry to interrupt, pardon me.
Thanks for coming in. That's the lovely and talented Cynthia Brands. Cindy. Anyway, you looked high and low for your buyer through Stella and everything. The last thing you want is for them to call you up and say, I found this on Zillow. You could scoop every other realtor that's not looking here because it's listed with the Miami Association of Realtors. You can sell it, just like anybody else. Here's the best part. If you go to the view details, oh, come on, don't be bashful. See over here, it says listing details.
Yeah.
Property details, the customer synopsis. This is the broker synopsis. What does it tell you? What you're getting paid. And once in a blue moon,
You might see the owner's phone number in there, they're that untrained, that's the word I'll use. You have the licensing number, okay? So you can contact. You can go show this house, sell it. You're the hero. Because you found by looking in, okay? Kia, you give me that puzzled look. Talk to me.
It's just so many,
Well, you get, I'll go this
it's like
way.
a spider web, it's like so many things.
You're getting the bang for your buck. You don't realize it because most of you don't use any of these tools. And that's the problem. So here's the thing. One day maybe I'll do a lead gen class.
Yes, please.
All right, because why? Yes. This can be done with a lead gen by doing this. Let's go back to search. Okay? When we go back, oh, I gotta clear it. When we go back to search, instead of looking for active, okay, I'm gonna go and look for not sold, withdrawn, expired, and terminated in Orlando. I'm looking for listings that are not in Stella. So those of you that meet with me the second time, we give you what? Sounds like land voice. Correct?
Yes, and I'm seeing.
Yes. Land voice is only set to pull from Stella. It's not set to pull from anybody else. When you come in here, how many of you would like this 1.995 million expired listing? How many would like that one? Okay, and if you can't find the info, what do you do?
Go to the door, knock on the door.
Hi, I'm the realtor that's gonna get your home sold. That's why I'm here today. Okay? Just saying. Look how many expires or terminated. Those are still good. Withdrawn. Look how many that you can have a shot at calling.
And do you have any information how long ago has been expired, right?
You might have to look them up and see. Well, you won't be able to see in their thing, in our MLS, that's number one. But on the listing details, you might see some dates on there, okay? Also, yeah, you just brought up a great point, thank you so much, Ian. Because why? You go to the listing details, let's just take this one, view the details, okay? You click on the listing details, you can assume, you know what that acronym stands for. They paid 2.5 to the buyer's agent, it was probably 5%. Or at least they're gonna do it 5%. 5% at 1.3 million, is that a nice paycheck? Would any of you like that? Okay, now you know why I call it the hidden MLS. What? It's the first thing I learned. How to share, how to find extra. Just saying.
Listen, I know.
So we should be taking it.
That's exactly right. So before I forget, oh, we still got plenty of time. We're good today on time, I'm shocked. Before I forget, we go to floridarealtors.org, you're all gonna go there right now, please. Going all there.
I need to read the 3 magazines I have from them. I was like, I wanna read them. But I'm not, okay.
Excuse me, ma'am. If you go in the behind your seat, in there, I think it's with the week flight.
Oh,
One of those
we
things.
yes.
Well, you guys don't even get a seat, right? You get like a fold down jump seat.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable too.
Yeah, especially when it's, well, they're mainly in front of all the passengers, you're just like having stereo contest.
All right, we're gonna click on MLS Advantage. Okay? Now the reason I didn't let you go wild and do it is because everybody misses, the one thing. Please scroll down and please click on that blue box that says first time user.
I
Don't
thought
do
we
that, you never get in. Just click on first time user.
I get some stats from here.
No, that's fine, but still you have to do this, first time user. Yes. So click on first time user, it's gonna ask you for your name or NERDS number, then it's gonna confirm that you are who you are.
Oh, this is about content. I was just gonna leave a text here, you can deal with what you know.
Yeah, 'cause I think I also got an email from them.
I got that email yesterday.
At least you got the memo. Did everybody get themselves logged in?
It's a lot of information, useful information.
It can help. I mean, it's just another thing, I mean, you know, people are complaining there's a shortage of inventory. That I just brought up 20 that were active, that aren't even in our MLS, that's the scary part. So at least you have leverage, and then this, of course, for
Yeah.
getting the other listings.
And that's the thing, give you the leverage, right? Because if you go to a presentation, you have something extra compared to the other.
Why should I choose you? What's the value that you bring? And then you show them the value.
Right.
Alright, so if we're good with that, we're gonna switch gears. We're gonna go back into the multiple listing service. And we are gonna go to our friends, we don't even have to go in the MLS, you can do it this way too. NARPR.com, NARPR.com, or any listing, and then get into RPR, that's what we're trying to get to. Any listing and get into RPR, Realtors Property Resource. So any listing, the last on the right side, RPR Property Report, that's the one that you want. Click on there. What we're gonna do today is, we're gonna do some branding. We're gonna brand you. So this way your reports look professional. Yes, sir, how many?
How accurate is RPR?
Well, when you put it up against the 12 ways that I justify it, then you take it for what you want. How accurate it is? If it's 5 stars, you can almost take it to the bank.
So it's about as accurate as Zillow is what you're saying?
No, it's a lot better than Zillow because it pulls off-market properties, Zillow don't. Come to my class, you'll see the 10 to 12 additional ways we justify RPR's findings.
Well, I use RPR to get a eyeball, like.
That's fine, however you choose to use it. Tell your friends. All right, so
Those of you that are playing along here, we're gonna go up to the top right where your pretty picture is. Now, if you don't have a pretty picture, still click on it. Which means that's where we're gonna put your pretty picture, where it says profile. We're going to the profile. Alright? When you get to the profile, on the left side, there's opportunity for photos and logo if you have a logo.
Yes. Thank you for, I think that's it. Alright, I know. Okay, thank you.
So put your little photo in there where it says, if you have a logo, put your logo. And then we're working on the left side only, contact information. Make sure you put your name, rank, and serial number. Who you are, where you are. On the bottom, you have the option to put multiple phone numbers. And it's totally up to you. How many you want to put, how you want to put it. Fax number, if you don't have a dedicated phone like I do in my office, the fax number here is.
Nope. Yep.
You stopped it?
Yep.
It still shows.
Nope.
Then they better delete it
It's
because
not
it's in the
connected.
MLS too.
It's not connected.
Well, somebody better call Laura and tell them. Well, thank you for the update, I appreciate that. Seriously.
We've had
because
recent issues, yeah. People trying to fax from the office.
It's the least used,
Yeah.
and we've always, wherever it's not editable, it's not editable.
Sorry.
Hold on. I'd rather know that, so I don't, misspeak. Is it gonna be fixed?
No. It's like disconnected, because no one ever used it.
Fair enough. All right, disregard. Go to efax.com.
Yes,
Your own,
that was.
right? That's the number?
efax.com.
No,
Yes, it is.
oh, they listen to it.
Favorite price.
$3.99. There you go. Not a happy crew, but a fun crew. All right, so on the, then put your email, your website. What website? Your Keller Williams. Put your Keller Williams website, that's yours. Then, if it isn't in there already, add your MLS number to here, and then it'll show up below, like mine. And you can also put your license number. Yes, ma'am?
Am I in the wrong area?
Yeah,
Because I
right
don't
there.
have all those options here.
Oh, no, you're on this.
Am I supposed to be
We're on
there?
RPR. That's okay, oh, that's
We're in
nice.
Stella, okay.
Yeah, I haven't done that, I forget. That's right, thank you.
I was in water.
I'm also in, you're fine. They had that tomorrow. Well, because, well, the thing is with that, you're probably not gonna send reports from them unless it managed to your buyer. The only thing you are gonna print is the buyer's broker synopsis, the copy, because if you do close, it's gonna need their version, which looks almost like ours. Wow. Count stuff in there.
Okay, I'm here.
Right church work. Go back to home. Oh, I gotta fix this one.
Oh,
Drive me
I
crazy.
can't wait. Oh, he's gonna move it around.
Your Been down this road, right, Sam?
Yep.
No,
You
just
should have
let
my
it go
list,
here.
he's gonna move it to here.
No, this does not go here. You see Habla Espanol? You don't need to know about how se habla Espanol, right? There you go. Nah, listen, I don't speak it, I do it right. Alright, so market watch, definitely, and then where is your, there we go.
That's why mine are at the top now, because.
But every day, that's where you wanna look first. Wanna know what's going on in your world and what's going on.
Anybody wants chocolate? You want one?
Zero sugar? Yes, thank you so much. Alright. So here,
Zero sugar.
You want-
this is your stuff.
He's not even, it's not zero
No,
sugar,
no,
Robbie.
oh, oh. you do it
Alright.
for real.
He'll do it anyway.
Office listings.
Oh,
are
why
there.
you said that?
Cause he's gonna do it, like.
Actually, no.
Good job, Robbie.
Somebody very close to me gave me some zero sugar chocolate.
Yeah.
Who wants to?
Good.
Oh, no, thank you.
I don't really
Tore up
like
those
zero
Reese's.
sugar.
I would love to, but
It's
I can't.
expensive.
God. Alright,
Thank you.
so we wanna get to RPR, so we're gonna use any MLS listing, that's all we're trying to do, over here. Going here, okay? We're gonna click on your pretty picture. That you got there. And we're gonna go profile. And now you can start on the left side and work down. There's your photo, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Where's the MLS number?
That is 261, blah, blah. The one that you would log into the MLS with. You got,
Oh,
or
it's
you
up
have
here.
it saved.
On your top part, it's right here when you account ID.
Oh, that's it?
I think so, it starts with the 261.
Cheater.
No, I was just actually thinking.
No, that's fine, Sammy, nice going. Go to the top right and Sam says, here's your
You
number.
don't need them. Now I do.
We need Ronnie.
Yeah, 261?
That doesn't say 261, that says 284.
Oh, never mind then. Nope.
Yeah, that is totally different. You're with the MLS? We
Yeah.
started with somebody else.
I
Okay.
started in Tallahassee though.
Oh, so then maybe that's what your number is?
Mine's a 261.
Do you know what your number is to log in?
And I don't know what number.
I'm not
What do you put for the
I
MLS?
haven't seen it.
I have it saved.
I haven't seen it.
Okay.
Alright, give me 1 second.
Okay.
So we just.
So here, when you forget next time, you could do
Click on the
this.
drop down arrow with the.
You're gonna go search, agent,
Oh, maybe it's like Keller Williams.
maybe, if it works, okay? First name,
I don't even know where I am anymore.
last name,
Oh, it's Tiara first name.
I'm sorry?
Tiara. It's Tiara.
So why don't you wear one so we know?
I
Yeah.
know. And then Hall.
like
Hall?
Hall.
You're getting close.
This one.
Wait a minute. Are you related to Michelle,
No.
my personal doctor, my physician? I love to death. Oh, I love my Michelle. She saved my life.
No, I'm
She
not
caught
related.
my cancer. 284-019-140, because you started in Tallahassee.
Oh, okay. So that's it.
So it is yours, okay? Yeah, everybody here that started with R is like 261.
Okay.
So Sam was 100% right, and then when you said you started in Tallahassee, that's why it stays with you for the rest of your life, or as long as you're a
Well, I
real.
need to add that.
Okay.
I'm an idiot. It was
Like
already there. It's gonna
I think
duplicate.
that's
Oh,
105 or something.
Like, I was like,
They're just great, no, I just.
Alright, so how we doing with filling out the pieces here? Questions, comments, utter?
Okay.
Was this worth your time?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, but this is now.
Now your reports are gonna be branded when you print them out on RPR, and you're gonna have nice on the front page.
I don't have a
what you say,
logo yet.
Okay, so then you're gonna go to where to get the logo?
You want
Starts
the
with a
Kennedy
5,
Classic logo?
ends with an R.
And
5 They're free.
Do you want the Kennedy Classic logo, or you want your own logo?
Well, that's already in there.
We can do that for now.
Wait, so for your.
Well, no, don't put it there because it's gonna show twice then. 'Cause it's already on the report.
Oh, then, so if we don't want it, we can just leave it like that?
Absolutely.
So will this, can we go here for the comparable?
Right church, not the right pew. We're gonna go over here where it says, you would look up the property and then go
For our reports?
well, reports is where you print it out.
Okay, so we research the
Very good.
property. Thank you.
No, you're fine. I know you do it, Sam.
Ronnie pushes me. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh my gosh, yes.
He's a walking jewel.
Yeah, encyclopedia of nothing.
What is it? I didn't see that.
No.
You got everything done?
Yes.
Okay, good, good. All right, so if you're done on the left side, we're gonna go to the right side. The top right is what broker specific, you can't change it. All right, it won't let you. Make sure your time zone is right, make sure you're on the Eastern time zone. You don't wanna be on the Pacific time zone, those things will be, a little different for you. If you're using RPR mobile, you see that you can have your devices on the bottom right there. And every time you go on there, make sure you click that little button on the bottom that says update all devices. So all your devices have the mobile access, you go right in there. And anything you see here, you're gonna see on RPR. We're gonna go, since we do have a couple minutes, I'm gonna jump to RPR mobile and I'm gonna show you a real nice treat.
and the office URL.
Okay, so let's see if we can go to RPR mobile. Okay, so sometimes the fingerprint works, sometimes you gotta fool around with this. Okay, so sign in. So when using RPR mobile, it'll default to half-mile radius of where you're standing, just like your KW consumer app. Here's the beautiful thing. How many of you guys like to know all the answers to the homework and to the test? So when they say to you, what's going on in the market, you swipe once to the left and then it tells you. Medium sale price, medium list price, medium sales listing data, what the price change is the last 12 months. If you swipe one more time, you can start looking for different things if you want. They added the new thing that just came out a month ago, market trends. If you click on the button for the market trends right from your phone, you could send the market trends for right here in Orlando. And what did they add on last week? Posted today, and I posted last week. You now can use, it's built into RPR, ChatGPT, to actually write for you what you want to say about the market trends, and or the dialogue for the video that you do. What? So you're able to use that as leverage for yourself. And that's just one tease. Let's go back though, and let's just take it back to where the listings are. So we see we have 4 listings for sale here in this area. Just gonna click it just to use it for an example. Okay? I'm gonna click on 699. It's active. I'm gonna click it. Alright? It looks just like it does on the desktop, just in a mini form. There's the RVM. Right? RVM is 570. Right? RVM details, basic facts. You hit the details, then it tells you what? 4 stars is very, very good. 5 stars, take it to the bank, right? Prove that in class. But here's the best part. What if you're out and about with a buyer, and the buyer says to you, and I quote, this is pretty good. Do you think it's worth the that it is? Tell them, without doing a formal CMA, I think it is, it isn't, whatever you think, okay? And then you'll see all the details about it, everything about it, and then they moved it, because that was it, I was getting nervous. It used to be right here underneath the 570, now they moved it to the bottom.